and I'm a former homeless person, and I'll have to give you a little rundown on me. I got here Christmas Day 2009. As soon as I come in on a Greyhound bus, as soon as the bus driver opened the door, I jumped off, I jumped back on. Because I told him, I said, are you sure this is not the North Pole? See, I'm from Louisiana, so I'm from all the way to the bottom. It gets 30 degrees once every 3 years. So, so it doesn't get cold. But I came up from the South, and what I was trying to do is reestablish a relationship with my daughter. Now we met, and then anything that could go wrong, went wrong. Anything that would go wrong, really went wrong. And it turned out to be horrendous. And you might ask, well, why are you coming up here to try to relationship with your daughter? Well, you see, I chose drugs and alcohol, 30 years worth of drugs, 30 years worth of alcohol, over my kids. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is I abandoned my children. I walked out on my kids. It's not the best thing I've ever done, but it's mine and I own it. And I have to stay on top of it. So, and then why would I be coming up here again? And that's because due to my drugs and alcohol use, I spent 9.5 years in a Louisiana prison. It was not fun, but I did it. And I'm here to say there might not be too many people that believe this, but those 9.5 years were the best years of my life because I changed, and my life became different. So anyway, I didn't have my daughter, so I got to go to the homeless shelter. So I went to the homeless shelter, and at the shelter they told me the next day, they told me to go over and go to the Horizon House because they would have services that I needed. Well, I did that, and there was a lot of services I needed. I'm bipolar, everyone, and so I needed my lithium, and I needed my heart medication. And I needed extensive dental work, got that there. I needed glasses, got that there. And everything eluded everything. I got everything, but the one thing that eluded me was housing. Right around my 60-day mark of me being here in Indianapolis, my daughter moved to Louisville, and also I'm here in Indianapolis with. I've never seen snow fly upside down when I got a dang, of it here, and so she moved to Louisville. I went into this really bad depression, and I went to 5 different agencies for housing, and they were all really nice at the beginning. They would say, "Oh yeah, come on, do this class, do that class, do this class, do this class. You don't qualify." Same thing with all 5 of them. Man, it was, after the 5th one, I was ready to just throw in the towel. So I started making this plan, and this plan was simple. I was gonna do something extremely stupid, and I was gonna go back to prison. Therefore, I would have a place to stay. I would have everything that I needed, and so I made a plan. And in the meantime, a couple of guys that that we talked to at the mission, they said, "Well, come on, we're going to go over here to Indy Connect." Indy Connect, everybody knows, is where all the homeless people go to access services that all the services in town, and all of it in Indiana, or right there at the convention center. So, and I told them I don't want to go. You know, because I'm ready to do these things, so I can get off the streets and, you know, because see, one of the main reasons why I want to get off the streets is, man, them kids out there are mean. They're real mean. They're mean to older people, you know. So anyway, so me and when they told me that I needed a haircut, and I said okay. They said, well, come on, we're gonna go get you a haircut. And I went, all right. So I go in the building, I'm wandering around, you know, not thinking, not watching where I'm going. And the director of the Horizon Outfits right over here, John Jernette, he wasn't watching where he was going, and we, you know, I mean, physically collided, you know, and so I started telling him what I was going to do, and he walked me over, and he said, I said, do you see that lady right there? And I said, yeah. He goes, her name is Leslie. I said, okay. And he goes, she's my housing coordinator. And I went all of these places in it, walking in snow and frozen and 3 miles one way, 3 miles back the other way. And he said, what I want you to do, I want you to go wait your turn in line. When you sit down, the first thing you tell her is, John said, let's get this thing going. And I did that. And all of a sudden, everything changed. They gave me an appointment for the next day. I was there. And then I had, you know, quite a bit of hoops to jump through, but, you know, it's one of those things. You have to jump through them in life, you know. It's like, how bad do you want it? And I want it real bad, so I would have done anything, you know, it wouldn't have made a difference. I've done it. And so after about, let's see, I would say probably about 6 weeks, I was transferred to another case manager. Her name was Nicole Tobin, and which is also my guardian angel. And she is an amazing lady. But what she did, as I went in to see her one day, she goes, well, everything's in order. You know, and I said, okay, fine. You know, so she goes, well, I got one more thing for you to do. I said, you know what, Nicole? I am tired of one more thing. I have one more thing out. And, you know, it gets old after a while, you know, this. So she goes, well, I think you're going to like this. And I went, okay. I said, okay, run it down to the machine. And this went completely over my head. She told me, she goes, Mike, I need you to go look for an apartment. And I didn't guess that. I didn't guess it at all. This is not what I was looking for. And when she told me that, I said, run to buy me again. She did. I just sat in her office and cried. I couldn't go anywhere. I mean, I was just stunned. So anyway, she gave me this list of people to go to look at their apartments and stuff. And I left it on the desk that I took off. And I called her about 20 minutes later, and I told her, I said, Nicole, she goes, I said, this is Mike Mayer. She goes, I know who you are. How come you left your thing here? And I went, well, I said, it's okay, Nicole. I found an apartment. And then there was a huge silence, and I didn't know what was going on. And she goes, you found an apartment in 20 minutes. And I said, yes, ma'am, I did. I was so scared that you were going to take it away from me that I hurried up and went that one. You know, I was desperate. You know, I was desperate. And, you know, then I got an apartment, and we went and checked it out, and I signed the lease. And today, I just signed my 3rd lease there. I'm fully self-supporting today. I'm a member of the board for the Horizon House. I'm also a volunteer. Pretty much every day, I go in every day, and just to see if I can help somebody along their journey, you know, and because I know every shortcut at the Horizon House, and I'm willing to give them up to anybody and everybody, and I do it a lot. You know, so let me go ahead and say that the drugs and alcohol, I have 2 months ago, I had 12 years in recovery, which is my daughter, I don't know if anybody's hip to Godsmack or any of that stuff. You know, my kids are, and so I went to a concert with my kids this past weekend. You know, at the Eclipse Road Center, and you know, and what my son said, he said, "Dad, you're gonna have to learn our music so you can understand us." You know, and I'm, okay. So anyway, we did that, and then I had the opportunity to go to the Colts game, and so me and my daughter have, you know, at the game. I mean, at the concert, she runs up to me, grabs me around the neck, gives me about 6 or 7 pecks on the cheek, and she just said, she goes, "Dad, I'm really sorry that I put you through all of that." She said, "But I just wanted to make sure you're going to be here. You're going to be here for me." And, you know, that was like getting hit with a lead brick. But it drove home what she said. And so anyway, then I got my son. He calls me up last year and he goes, "Hey, Dad, what's up here?" And he said, "Well, here's what I'm going to do. I need you to be down here in about 4 weeks." I said, "Okay." And he goes, "I want you to witness the birth of my daughter." And he said, "I want my dad here." So you know, I think about this, and it's like you never give up before the miracle, and the miracle could just be one breath of air away. And what it is about the United Way, United Way thing is simple. United Way does 99 agencies in this area here, and I know about the Horizon House. I know if it wouldn't be for the United Way here, then there would be no Horizon House, there would be no me, and there will be no thousands of people just like me that just need a little break. And the United Way does that. You know, the United Way funds people, organizations, and they serve probably one of the greatest gifts there are in this town, you know, because not everybody's got it made, you know. A lot of us are struggling, and we have a lot of organizations that depend on the United Way for its very existence, you know. I mean, that's hard to believe, but it should. So anyway, I think I got everything. Okay, you tell I'm not doing this. But anyway, so I just want to thank you all. And one last thing is when you folks are working today, you know, think about us with the United Way, you know, and how much we need your support. That's it.